shake it, baby. Oh yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, MMA Guy, and today's news. Islam Makhachev's manager reveals who Islam will fight next.
You could pick somebody right now tonight to challenge him next. Who would you pick?
He said it. He said he want to fight Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman is 15 fight winning streak, 5 title defenses, greatest welterweight of all the time. Beating all these young guys. What does that do for his legacy? He don't do nothing for his legacy. Kamaru Usman, it's a very tough opponent, and I represent him too. And it's not an easy night for anybody. Kamaru Usman is a real deal, and he want to fight the real deal.
On the other hand, Islam also shows interest to fight Ilia.
Topuria, I don't know if you saw his tweet. He said you're like the most boring fighter in the UFC or something like that. I know you said to ask you about him after the fight at Media Day. Can you give us your full thoughts on a fight with him now?
No injury, nothing. I don't feel any pains. I'm ready. Who is gonna be next? Let's do this, and I will make it easy. And today I show you, Jake's one of the best in this game. You know, one of the hardest opponent. That's why I prepare so hard to make this easy. And this is our plan. And I did exactly. He defends. I try to do some chokes, try to make Kimura, but he defends very well. But I make this easy because I training so hard.
Dana White on the possibility of Islam Makhachev fighting Ilia Topuria next.
Right, and that's the thing, right? What exactly do you do next with him? It's no surprise there's a lot of guys who want to fight him. Kamaru Usman, Shavkat, Ilia Topuria is calling him out. Is the Ilia fight, that's obviously the biggest fight, right? But is that one you would like to look at, or would you rather keep Ilia at 55 and make him defend that championship at least?
I don't know yet. You know, obviously the great thing that you just laid out is we have a lot of options.
Yeah.
And it depends on what he wants to do. Has he been through here yet?
Islam, no.
No. So does he want to stay at 170? Is he interested in 155? Is he, you know, I don't know. I don't know any of those questions. You know what I mean? Answers.
Demetrious Johnson wants to see Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria at the White House next.
See, now, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I want to see Ilia Topuria versus Islam now. I want to see it even more now. Dude, Ilia versus Islam White House. Make it happen, Dana. Make it happen.
Dana White says Islam Makhachev could fight on the UFC White House card.
I think when we think about the White House, it's almost like, oh, does it have to be America versus the world themed and stuff like that? For you, would you be happy putting a non-American main event on that card?
Yeah, it's not America versus the world. It's what's the best card we can build.
So could Islam end up on the White House?
We're talking about him possibly, you know, GOAT talk here, depending on what he does in his next couple of fights. So it's a possibility.
Now we have the incident of Dillon Danis, and fans are not happy with him.
Hunter's saying, get the fuck out of here. They choke for security. Oh, it's Dillon Danis. Of course he's in a fight. It's Dillon Danis. What the fuck is that shoe? What the fuck is that shoe he's holding?
Dana White just permanently banned Dillon Danis from UFC events.
I blame myself for that, actually. They came back and told me that Dillon Danis was here and he was moving around sitting in fighter seats and not sitting in his own seat that he had. He had a ticket. And they said, do you want us to throw him out of here? And I said, he has a ticket? You know, they told me, they said, Masvidal said he's going to fuck him up on site. And I said, well, where's Masvidal sitting? He said, well, he's 6 or 7 rows away from Masvidal. I said, well, if the guy has a ticket, let him sit in his seat and let him do what he's doing and keep an eye on him. It never even crossed my mind, as stupid as this could be, that the entire Muslim Brotherhood was here tonight in the first 5 rows for Islam. And as soon as it broke out, I was over on the other side, and I go, fuck. I know exactly what that is. I knew it. And, yeah, you will never see Dillon Danis at a UFC fight ever again.
Yeah. Said you guys don't want to sign him because he makes too much trouble. I guess point made.
Well, that and a lot of other reasons.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you'll never see him at another fight. So they called me from downstairs, and they said, we got him down here. Do you want to press charges and have him arrested? And I said no. We don't want to press charges. This is the fight business, man. You know how I feel about this shit. And I could have prevented this tonight, and I messed up.
Last one, you're obviously getting ready for the fight backstage, and a huge brawl breaks out with some of your teammates and Dillon Danis. Dana was in here talking about it. He said it was his fault letting them sit too close to each other.
When you, last 5 years, you talk about someone, when you meet them, you have to answer what you said, And today, I don't think he answered, And he still say a lot of bad things about our team, and today he coming and somebody just meet him. He talk about this guy's bad, and today the guys just meet him. That's it.
Dana said he's banned from UFC events for life, so he'll never be back to one.
He have to ban from this country also.
Khabib stole the belts from Dana White so he could put them on Islam Makhachev. Islam's entire team had to watch the fight from their hotel room after brawling with Dillon Danis.
Отлично! Islam double champ! Нахати се смотрели. История умалчивает почему.
Honestly, we feel great. We are so happy. We made history, and we keep improving every fight. And I'm here with Hezbollah celebrating, all day. We don't eat almost nothing. Now is our time to enjoy. Now so many cameras, so many people, we're a little bit tired. Now let Islam rest and let us enjoy with our beautiful pizza, right?
Islam Makhachev celebrates with a slice of pizza after defeating Jack Della Maddalena.
Hello. When I last time eat pizza, I don't remember.
Alexander Volkanovski reacts to Islam Makhachev becoming a welterweight champion.
Who's going to give Islam problems? Get me at 170. Get me at 170.
We'll get you back on the Maccas.
Nah, look. Again, feel bad for JDM. I feel for him. Obviously, you don't get much better dudes than Jack. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Dana White can't believe Khabib's father's manifestation came true.
And I was saying to Khabib, I've been in the fight business since I was 20 years old, and all I ever hear is, this guy's going to be a world champion, this guy's going to do this guy's going to do that. Everybody says the same thing, and almost nobody ever does or makes it. His father said, Khabib will go in and dominate, and he'll have a run, and when he's done, and then Islam will come in behind him and do the same. And, holy shit, it played out exactly the way his father said, which is pretty amazing.
Islam sets his sights on becoming the first fighter to hit a 17-fight win streak.
There was not a curse, I don't want to call it that, but people have attempted to tie and surpass Anderson Silva's consecutive win records. Yeah. You have tied that at 16. Mm-hmm. So Kamaru himself and Israel Adesanya both got close, but at 15 didn't succeed. You've now tied. So
it's amazing.
One win away from being in the record books. I mean, you already are, but just another thing to add to your list.
Yeah, maybe it's new goal.
All right.
Dana White speaks on eye pokes in the UFC.
Yeah, getting poked in the eye by anybody isn't good, but we've messed around with gloves. We've tried to do all these things. If there's harder penalties for doing it, guys would be a lot more conscious of it. Because you always have these guys if you're throwing punches and I'm blocking your punches, and then you got a guy that reaches out to catch something and the other guy's coming forward, it's going to happen. It doesn't happen as much, as it seems. Can't remember what the number was. Do you know the number, Lene, of eye pokes that we've had? It's like 100 and something eye pokes over
thousands of fights.
I guess some are much more meaningful than others, right? Like when you've got a heavyweight title fight.
Yeah, but it's, you know, you don't ever want to fight to end like that. And then the problem is, and I think that, you know, I think Tom took it a little too hard, but, you know, you got all these people going, he quit, he this, he that. It's easy to sit on the couch or sit on the chair and watch somebody get poked in the eye and go, oh, you got, you know, or get punched and knocked out. You go home, you recover, you get back in the gym, and we get back out and start fighting again.